Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Rodrigo, I suspect will be playing pretty much across that whole front line. He has the versatility to do that. Winger, auxiliary striker. He's one of the best around in one-on-ones, and he's such a quick turn of pace. It's very difficult for defenders to keep him contained.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Yamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni spots it and intercepts. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Valverde. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He has found the way through. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Valverde. Bellingham. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adeyemi. Ferran Torres. And Adeyemi challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. De Jong succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Threads one in. Always onto this. He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Eder Militao. Here's Chouameni. Now it's finished. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Vinicius Junior plays it short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bellingham. He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Vinicius Junior goes short. He is just caressing the ball. Played back. Goes for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, third corner of the game. Vinicius Junior with the short one. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rafinha. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Picked, shoots! And it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break.
And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Stood up well to him there. De Jong has a look and plays it forward. Pedri. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Not the most accurate pass. Adeyemi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Rodrigo. Real chance here. Eric Garcia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Yamal. Chouameni does well not to be outdone there. And here's Rafinha. Oh, that's and a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Big chance to get at them. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. De Jong gets over and intercepts. So what can they make of this? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Eder Militao, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chouameni. Rodrigo. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he's there to get it away. And here's Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, that's neat.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's in on goal. And the shot! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in it. Adeyemi! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Adeyemi clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
De Jong. De Jong tries to play it through. Lovely bit of skill. That's a throw. And here's Pedri. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Rodrigo. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Played into space. Nicely worked. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... He'll try from distance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be all...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, brilliant from Yamal!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That's rather hopeful. De Jong. Bellingham. Great vision. Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Vinicius Junior!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
He's in a great position here. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Can he get away here? Pedri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal picks it up out wide. Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Bellingham. Adeyemi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Rafinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. Has a look and plays it forward. And the counter is on. Now it's Bellingham. Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. De Jong. Threads one in. Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Coming on the field is number 18.
Valverde,
Alvaro
Tchouaméni,
Carreras.
and Carreras. That has ended up in no man's land. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Adeyemi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that interception was most necessary. And Yamal. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Rafinha with the short one. Very nicely done. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So, what can they come up with here?
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
It's a pretty loose pass. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread to the right. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Carreras. Bellingham. Looking for the run. Big chance! Of course! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what... Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Yamal! And he has his goal! A goal at a really telling moment.
3 minutes at a time.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Eder Militao, tasked somewhat off target.
To replace him is number 23.
Rudiger.
Bellingham.
De Jong. Mendy calmly anticipates. And the referee has blown for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Rafinha is behind this one.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
24. Denzel Dumfries.
Rafinha!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Chouameni works it forward. And it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was...
And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shot a goal! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Madrid go up by chance, and there's his goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Real chance! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And now he has two. Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rudiger cuts out the pass. Bellingham.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 7, Ferran Torres. Number 24.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Number 32.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition. It's plain and simple.
Shapes to shoot! And he makes no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper...
Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. And here's Vinicius Junior. Gets his head on it! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Bernardo Silva certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mbappe. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's fabulous.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Yamal, and it's made its way to him. Tchouaméni, and it's Pedri. Bellingham makes the interception. Vinicius Junior. Dumfries. Nice looking ball. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. What a throw in. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Rafinha. Some really good ball movement. And the shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Plays a sharp little ball here, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. And here's Mbappe. Oh, what a ball!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 5 minutes
Mendy.
at a time.
Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. De Jong. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pedri. Yamal with 2 goals already to his name. Rafinha. Now it's Gordon. It's a good spell of possession, this. Might be... Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! We thought they were done, but never say never.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And we are already back underway. Barcelona did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Now, this could be a chance. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Adeyemi proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Goes forward. Vinicius Junior going after that. Pedri. And here's Gordon. Looking for options for movement. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8.
Mbappe is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Coming on to replace him is number 16.
He has a look up.
And
And the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And it's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gordon. Tries to pass it through. Well, now he's been caught napping. Yamal!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Probing pass. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break.
Please take a look at the
So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? And the action has already restarted. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham, played out to the left flank. Those looking wide. Rafinha. Adeyemi. Adeyemi charging forward, the ball at his feet. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he is deftly away. There's the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And with that, the hat-trick is... And the shot! We've got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that means just what... Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. Barcelona found a way somehow.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. So spot kicks imminent. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, didn't change.
Barcelona looking to keep step. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Madrid are looking for comfort. He's missed it! It's wide! And the release was not to come.
Well, any doubts, you just put your foot through it, Peter.
Barcelona are looking to him to tie things up. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Bellingham, the third man up. Made it look easy.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Barcelona are looking to keep pace here. He's missed it! It's wide! The rueful look says everything.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable. Put too much pressure on himself.
And that will do it! Barcelona fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout, as cruel as that is.